in the bundle, a batch. What's it called?
Would it always be like 4 and 3? Is there any other kind of like arrangement that's
sometimes they're
by
just,
the way, you should probably ready up.
I should probably ready up. You're right.
Oh, man. Or else we're gonna be here forever.
Chat is going ham right now. What are they doing in here? What is this?
You were just waiting for 8 people.
What?
Oh my God. They will never tell them about that.
So you guys sadly don't get to really see these players sometimes on a personal basis, but I will say BattleRekt has some of the funniest high-level players I've ever seen. The in-game chat is just a mess. Our poor admin gets 21 sitting in lobby with those guys. They just start questioning everything. They question his love life, his favorite food, his favorite colors, and they're very interested in our poor admin.
No questions are spared. All right, let's hop into our first map here. X-Black, Masungo, and 7 Bananas. Look at the composition carpet.
We've delayed you enough, but look at this comp. Paloma, Shifu,
and the Varesh.
And Varesh himself.
Varesh. Varesh so fresh.
Varesh so fresh. You've now just started yet another needless spam in our chat. Thank you for that.
Someone photoshopped that picture of Varesh, and then the caption is Varesh so fresh.
It's gotta have to have a really cool chain on. Yeah, we're gonna see.
Clarity. Get on it.
That wasn't Clarity, it was Mini.
No. I mean, Clarity make the.
Oh, that's true.
Yep. Right. Oh God!
Both of that selfie. 7 Bananas gets then smashed immediately by a snipe. We're gonna see a great push, but they're not able to secure it anyways. TelRoskMi actually lose that first orb to Fish Snacks.
The little mini hop from the spear actually avoided the CC from Teldo's deceit. That was incredible. I think it was. I'm gonna say
deceit is out. There he goes. He gets one on the other side. He's gonna protect him from the other side.
Oh,
what? He gets it just in time. The counter comes out. Will not get procced either. Neither team dealing with these counters at all. We're gonna see an ultimate from Jade though, pushing straight into X-Black. We're gonna her with her fancy little ultimate.
Fancy ultimate there. Other side is being spent. Now in Crippling Goo, Masungo tries to get Clarity'd out. Teldo will land the stun, but he's out of the Crippling Goo already, but still a lot of damage being taken. Mini might be the one in trouble, but oh, nice double panic from X-Black, but he's gonna whiff the wolf. Teldo gonna try to keep putting on pressure. He's losing a lot of health now. Incapacity does land. Oh, nice counter from Masungo.
That actually saved Teldo's life. He would have been the one to counter it. Now we're going to see if 7 Bananas can try and hunt down Mini, trying to push him back to the corner. He sees it. Oh, the M2 gets wasted. I don't know if he had any charges at the moment. The counter not get procced. There's one, there's two, followed by a snipe. But she gets pushed out. She's not able to go in range, so she goes for orb instead. They do secure it. But Masungo will also
land the panic, and that's going to help Masungo survive just a little bit more. Oh, but the other side comes out. X-Black is doing such a good job on Paloma, actually. I'm really impressed with this Paloma play, keeping a lot of pressure off of Fish.
1-2, the counter gets procced.
Oh no, and they're still surviving just with a sliver of health to get the
7 Bananas is looking so low.
They could actually make a kill.
7 Bananas go down, but Teldo's got to be careful. He can go down as well, but now it's just Paloma and Masungo.
There's a swap! Oh, he nearly gets a combo. That combo is only possible if you have extra source of energy income, either from an orb on the floor or getting the center orb right when you drop the ultimate. Could have been big, but X-Black misses the execution on it.
X-Black is going to not be able to survive that one.
The timing wasn't exact.
Varesh will go down, followed shortly thereafter by Paloma, his savior. I like Paloma. Her other side is actually countering a lot of the chain CC that we see so much from Teldo and Varosk. As soon as we see a stun go on one, essentially, other side will break whatever CC you're under and make you untargetable for a period of time while you have maneuverability.
Other side is incredible. It's a invul, and it's also cancelable at any time. So unlike the other iframes that you'll see, like Tornado, for example, or like whatever else you may default to in terms of defensive cooldowns, other side can be controlled well, especially if you're coordinated with it. And just being able to dispel CC, it can also dispel things like Weaken, not really that applicable to this particular matchup, but it's such a flexible skill, and I think X-Black is making good use of Paloma's toolkit.
Oh, we're going to see Masungo counter it. He's got to be careful. He has to use his R just to get into protection, but he's still going to find himself between Mini and Varosk, take a lot of damage. But we're going to see...
Oh, man!
Oh, no. The immaterial comes out for Jade.
There's no more counter.
Varesh
snaked. Is in trouble. He only has a bar of butter now, and he spends it. He could be in a bad situation. There's the incapacitate, and this is being really aggressive now. Oh, God!
7 Bananas actually ate those 2 bullets. I think it actually stopped Masungo from going down. That might have been the rest of his health if he took those last 2 Jade ult bullets. We're going to see the seat come out. There's one. Side will actually protect him, but he stood there. He didn't know he got other sided right away. Now we see if Masungo can try and stay alive. 7 Bananas has to be careful though. He will in material. He uses a bit of energy, but he's going to take a deadly inject followed by a snipe. You couldn't iframe it.
Oh, the counter is down, but now, oh, you're in trouble. He gets snared up. The other side gets spent, but now there's no other side to trade with the C. And here comes the incapacitate. You're dead. You're there waiting for the deadly inject. Oh my God, so much damage. Heal out of it. The counter just gets popped. TelRosk with the snapshot, but didn't even need it. TelRoskMi, Mini, and TelRosk, there's just something about their play. Every single time we watch, there's just a few little details that are so well coordinated. It seems like when you watch them play, a lot of their strategy is very intentional. You can see the communication bleeding from the team, despite the fact that I think XBlack, Bananas, and Masungo are actually playing pretty well. They need to step up their coordination to the point where they can actually challenge TelRosk. When you have Croak, Jade, and Lucy working together as a team, they actually have so much flexibility, and there's so many creative ways that they can get out of sticky situations. Masungo, XBlack, and 7 Bananas have to hunker down and figure out a way to get Varesh some breathing room so he can put out damage, as well as allow 7 Bananas to get more uptime. I mean, look at the damage he did in the last round.
Masungo's got to be careful of when he counters in. We saw him last time counter directly into danger, and he couldn't use his... We're going to see the stealth, or sorry, the snipe is now down. The stealth comes out, but they find out where he is. Now they're going to try and hunt down TelRosk. Masungo is going to try and put as much damage as it can, while 7 Bananas just tries to put pressure on that backline. TelRosk goes to find safety with Mini, and Teldo tries to... Well, this first orb, who's going to take this? It actually goes to TelRoskMi.
The math wasn't quite correct. Other side will get rid of the... Oh, nice counter from 7 Bananas. That's going to give him a little bit of pressure onto TelRosk. TelRosk has to use a Panic Flash. Good use of the spell block from XBlack off his back, and now they're going to try to collapse onto Teldo and do some damage. We'll see. Counter gets spent by Masungo, and he's going to teleport aggressively onto Mini. He needs to be very careful right now. Masungo could be very exposed. The Petrify could set something up. Here comes Teldo trying to connect onto 7 Bananas, and he does. So much health being taken down right now.
Oh man, 7 Bananas, and the counter won't get procced. They saw it coming. He has to use his harpoon just to get out. He picks up a couple of candies. We're going to see another Petrify, followed by a silence and a snipe. The counter goes out. It doesn't get baited. He tries to R in, but he takes some damage as soon as he does. We're going to see an ultimate come up. Now the other side's down, but XBlack, I think he actually took the full damage from that, almost able to get out. We're going to see an in cap on Lucy. 7 Bananas is going to try and go for it, but it doesn't matter. One goes down, followed by another. 7 Bananas left all alone. It's going to be 3 rounds to none. TelRoskMi taking map number 1.
You know what? There's actually such good potential on the side of Fish Snack's composition here. I think they can put out a ton of damage. It's just about them finding their footing. In that last round in particular, they actually did a pretty good job of and trading out damage with TelRoskMi. The big problem was Teldo was able to go so aggressive and just push 2 characters from the side of Fish Snacks into the back line and have to play defensively. There was a big ultimate from Masungo that chunked down a lot of the members of TelRoskMi in kind of the late game of that last round. But late, the big thing about Varesh's ultimate, especially when you have no cooldowns available, is you cannot fight back. It's just free damage. If you have no way to just iframe and avoid the hit, then he's just going to smack you 3 times, and he has both his debuffs available on you. And so the instant he comes out of ultimate, he can put the Shatter underneath you, silence you up, snare you up, and then open himself up to do even more damage than he already just earned. It's actually such a big skill to change the tempo, change the momentum of the game into the favor of the Varesh player. He executed that beautifully, but it was just too late. Teldo was able to do a ton of damage and clear out the back line.
I find that interesting. He's one of the few ultimates where the only way to stop him from doing more damage is to actually iframe it, like to prevent him from continuing, right? Yeah. Like you can iframe through some ultimates, like Rook, you can try and iframe through as many of those as possible. A lot of like instant damage ones you can try and iframe through. You can actually stand inside of it and just iframe the explosion. Same with Ashka, you'll just take a little bit AoE when you come back down. But it's the only ultimate where you iframing actually prevents him from continuing the damage, which I find really interesting, as opposed to like a Shifu ult where you want to stun him or CC him or just push him away.
Yeah.
So he can't deal anything, as well as like serious stuff like that.
Yeah.
Interesting mechanic for him, but since a lot of people have mobility up, a lot of times, and all it takes is one tiny alteration and just missing by a small amount, you can actually strafed or dodged, which is something you got to be careful of. It makes it a risk to cast it.
Yeah, I think. It's tough. The ultimate is tough to avoid. I think this is one of the reasons why you see a character like Taya usually assisting Varesh, right? The two choices that we've seen is either Taya, and that was run by Prepare to Die. Prepare to Die. Is that correct? In EU?
I'm just going to agree with you blindingly.
I think.
Yes.
Well, I know that Little Master has played Varesh a few times. I don't know if that was the Varesh comp that ran battleships, but the other composition is with Jade, because Jade has the immaterial. We'll see in the second map if they can provide for Masungo and X-Black in terms of just surviving pressure. But yeah, I think it really is about getting to the point where you can have Masungo sit and channel. So hopefully the second map goes better. Let's take a look.
I'm curious to know if they're going to be able to pull this off. That was 3-0, but I don't think that score particularly really shows how that game went. I think there were a couple moments where they would have been able to take it down.
Nice use of the spell block there, gets the root. Here comes a stun, and they will land it. Other side has to be spent to try to help Masungo out of that scenario. Material, and there's nothing that 7 Bananas can really catch. He gets panicked up, there's a snipe. Oh, the counter just perfectly timed for Masungo.
Now we see Teldo trying to put some damage on 7 Bananas. His counter's down, he knows he can get a couple of M1s in there. Mini's gonna back up, trying to heal a bit. The T does come out, they will get Varesh. We're gonna see followed by one, there's the combo. But he wasn't able to get enough damage. We're now going to see the counter just get procced, and X-Black is going to take some Varosk ultimate.
Oh, there comes the combo!
Oh my, followed up by the snipe. Everyone's going to the ultimate goo.
I'm pretty sure they have families. Stop!
Bye-bye.
They don't have family anymore. Their family just died from that one.
Are we surprised?
That was disgusting. I feel troubled.
The moment of silence.
My soul is troubled. We should have a moment of silence there because
that was nutty. That was nutty. I mean, forcing them back, none of them had mobility. They all got smashed by that, followed by a snipe to not only deal some burst damage, but also they're just sitting there, staring at their feet, watching it just slowly dissolve in the acid.
Like silly little poor ducks. Sitting ducks.
Silly little poor ducks they were.
Oh my god.
Seeming like the organization. Oh, great clarity potion though. Mini protect himself from a lot of hunting damage. 7 minutes will incap him. Varosk trying to take X-Black, and then he just goes to protect Mini instead. Great positioning by him. The camouflage comes out. Will he make it in time? He does. He just snags one, and he's able to get the orb as well. He uses his dash to finish off the orb. 7 Bananas trying to get Teldo, but he gets saved by a snipe as well. Organization skills of TelRoskMi is just too strong.
Their target choice is always so good. I mean, we're continuing to see.
My
the heal's
God.
gonna be big here for 7 Bananas, but here comes the ultimate from Varosk to try to punish that. The spell block gets a silence, then it's the deadly inject. Oh my god, there's just never-ending damage. Again, we see so many of the consistent themes for TelRoskMi as a team. They always get center orb, and their target choice is fantastic, and they seem to have a never-ending well of damage. Oh, here comes the Venom win. Oh, when the Venom pops.
When
Apparently
the Venom
so
pops.
does Masungo.
Okay, so that's not going to be enough. Teldo's going to hunt him down. There's going to be 2 rounds. Look,
They're
80,
running away
look at
with it.
78% health pool still.
They're running away with
And
it.
so much more to heal. They probably, I think they still have like 90% health. Easy.
This is so tough.
That's absolutely bananas. Oh no, dang it. I almost hit the desk, but then I realized Geiner would have yelled at me again.
Yeah, try it. Hit the desk. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, eat that, buddy. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can't stop me now. It does sound pretty weak, though.
Yeah, it does.
So we're gonna go into this round number 3.
I'm just trying to think about what Fish Snacks has to do to really handle the aggression that's coming out from TelRoskMi. I mean, obviously it's going to be a true statement, and you can always say, well, they just have to play better mechanically and play better defensively. That's always going to be true, but there needs to be something positioning, strategic-wise. And I don't know, we talk about the battleships as a composition and using Taya and Jade to help defend up Varesh. Shifu is the aggressive option, but does not nearly have enough or as much appeal as those 2 individuals.
Oh, Varosk actually using his blast vault to get away after the counter. Now Masungo's got, or Masungo's got Oh man, they're just gonna slowly chunk him down. He will get a counter, but the immaterial will get them right out of that. He can't get silenced. Now they have to be careful. The orb will actually still get taken by Fish Snacks. But for Resh, look at the damage Masungo's taking. He almost has his ultimate, but will it be enough?
They're really putting out a lot of pressure. Masungo, they know, is really close to being taken down. The leap will land, and Masungo is running out of cooldowns. He has no more counter. There's the other side, but that's the last of it. And I think the shield comes out, and again, they're going to swap targets onto 7 Bananas and X-Black there. TelRosk with the ultimate gets a ton of damage, and they're going to avoid the follow-up attacks from the Varesh ultimate. So much pressure being put on right now. Teldo could be at risk here, but they need to catch him before they can do damage.
Teldo, the slippery ran it. He does have the deceit. Will it get followed up by more? Oh, he turns to go help them with Shifu. The 7 Bananas does a great job of material, but now that it's in material down, they know they can land some damage. The counter will not get pocked. Now we're going to see him post himself. He gets silenced. Will he go down? In caps just in time. While Masungo's got to be careful. He sees Whoa! Masungo ours, but it doesn't matter. Shifu goes down. There goes Paloma.
And there's just one more for the road here. TelRosk just did not miss in that whole series, I feel like. In both the maps, there was nothing that he missed. He pressed the right button, and that was just a free 38 damage. It's like, whenever he presses his right click, he's just, okay, I'm going to get at least 38 damage from this, no matter what. Every single time he pressed that button, and then with his ultimate as well, he did so much damage. Look at that, 672. TelRosk is really demonstrating why Jade is super effective in this comp.
672 damage on average per round. I'm gonna sift through real quick. What's her? Oh God! Round 3, she did 914 damage.